Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and I want to share with you guys my last Nocturnal Readers Box. When I say last, I mean this is my last rep box. I was a rep for 3 months. This was free. I still have a code. It's BingeReader 15. Yeah, BingeReader 15. So if you want a 15% off discount code on a purchase of a box, it lasts until the end of the month. This is not an affiliate code. I've never made any money off of these videos. It's just a discount code for you guys. If you watch my channel, you like these boxes, and you wanted a little bit money off, you can do so with my code. Again, it'll be down below. Again, this was my last free box. I've already gotten my confirmation that they have charged me for my March box. So my March box, I did pay the full $48 out of my pocket. The reason why I am saying that is because I've been getting a lot of downvotes for these videos only when I started my rep boxes. And I don't know why. Is it because I'm getting free boxes? Or because they don't like the content that I'm making? Or because they don't like what's in the box? I don't know. I don't understand downvotes, because there's no constructive criticism with downvotes. I don't know why you guys are downvoting my videos, and I want to make these videos good for you guys. So if you don't like something that I'm doing, it might hurt my feelings a little bit, but please let me know down below, and that way I can improve. Anyways, again, this is my last box for free. The discount code will be down below. I want to thank Nocturnal Readers Box for allowing me the opportunity to be a rep for you guys. I love this box, and I will continue to buy your boxes every month until I'm broke, basically. Alright, so the first thing in the box, of course, is the paper, and here's the sneaky peekies. I'm going to put the card aside, that way I know what's in the box. Not sometimes, a lot of the time, I don't know what the item is, and I have to cheat a bit and look it up. Alright, so if I hit the camera, I apologize. Now, if you didn't notice, that was a bigger box, larger than normal because of items within. So this one is wrapped in paper. I think it's a glass. Ooh, it is. I love glasses and mugs. I can't get enough. Again, guys, I appreciate you sticking these in bubble wrap instead of, you know, taping it on, because then there's no tape residue. This says, experience the Mayan ruins, Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico. I don't know what that is from. I might own the book that this goes to. A lot of the times I do, because I collect horror books, but I don't know what this is. So I will, of course, let you guys know at the end of the video. The next thing in the box is a t-shirt, and it says, for God's sake, get out. The Amityville Horror. I've read Amityville Horror like 2 years ago during the Halloween, and it was a book that I enjoyed it. Like, if I grew up on that story, it would be a little nostalgic for me. My first go round, though, I thought it was kind of boring, just because I'm so desensitized to horror in general in 2018, or back then in 2016, that the scare factor of that book wasn't enough. You know what I mean? Like, if there was a scale from 1 to 10, Amityville Horror would probably be a 3. It was just your run-of-the-mill ghost story, and thinking it's a true story, it would bring that level up to a 5, because if this really happened to that family, to me that seems really cool, but that's because I'm gross. I am sick and twisted, and I would like to live in a haunted house. I do feel bad for that family if that really happened to them. Scenes in there kind of gross me out, like the fly room. That was really gross. For God's sake, get out. Is that what the priest says to them? because the priest does come and say, you know, you shouldn't be here. I cannot exercise this house because it's making me sick. You're going to have to do it yourselves. That was kind of freaky. I do like the shirt though. All right, next is the pin. I love these pins. Again, I will leave the link down below to the metal backs that I bought from Amazon if you are interested. This pin says Exhumed Visions, the Nocturnal Readers Box. Let me see what's underneath the face here. Can I take the rubber off? It says Summer of Night. I have Summer of Night by Adam Novell. I haven't read it yet. Story of my life. Alright, so the pin looks like this. So we have like a camp counselor, or maybe a, I don't know. It says S of N on his cap. And it looks like the middle of his face is a knife, like a dagger of some sort. At first I thought it was maybe a gun, but it is like a sword. So is he like a robot or a mutant, or I don't know, that's freaky. It makes me want to read the book. Adam Novell's books though are like fat. They're like 700 pages. And way back when I was younger, the bigger the better was my opinion. Now, very large books will freak me out a little bit because I'm thinking, if I read this book, I'm only going to be able to read one book this month instead of the many books that I read. And you shouldn't think like that. Reading is reading. And I don't know why I'm so obsessed with reading many books a month. It shouldn't be that way. All right, the next thing in the box is a book and a bookmark. This bookmark, let's see. Ooh, okay, can you see that? So let's focus. We have like a zombie guy, and then a dead person here, and they're in the middle of like a swampy area. I don't know. There's nothing on the back, it's just black. And the book is called Cast a Cold Eye, Alan Ryan. Beautiful, haunting, hypnotic. That blurb is from William Peter Blatty, the author of The Exorcist. Wow. And then it says here, Ryan is in the front ranks of today's horror writers, written by Carl Edward Wagner from the Twilight Zone. So this must be a really old book if those people are commenting on it or blurbing the book itself. I've never heard of this one. And that's another cool thing about Nocturnal Readers Box is they have obscure horror books along with pretty popular horror books. At least in my opinion, Cold Moon Over Babylon is a popular horror book. I didn't know anything about it, but I'm sure people recognized the name on the book, and then if you've read The Elementals, you would have known that person and then maybe picked up his other works. So I'm looking forward to this. Like I've said in previous videos, I've read a lot of Nocturnal Readers books, I have read a lot of Nocturnal Readers Box books. I at least read one a month, which normally I would never do because I buy a lot of books and I don't pick up those books for months, sometimes even years, but I'm trying to keep track of all of these Nocturnal Readers Box books, and I've given a lot of them away because they didn't appeal to me, but some have, and the ones that have were amazing 5-star reads. Ooh, the next book is a hardcover. Way cool. So we have, ew, it's meat. It's meat. It's like the inside of someone's stomach. Is this like the stomach and then the intestines? And on the back side, it's like, ew, more stuff. Oh my gosh, but look at this. This cover is amazing. So it says here, It's by Koji Suzuki, and it's translated by Greg Giancarrillo. Can you see that? Maybe. And then on the back side it says safe handling instructions, like if it was an actual, oh, you can kind of see it. Maybe. I don't know how well in the lighting, but this is like the styrofoam container, and it's got the plastic wrap on it. I think that is so cool. Okay, underneath, ooh, oh, I love it when the hardcover also has pictures on it, and so this is like the bone. Is this a spine? That would gross me out. I don't know, but the plastic has been opened, and on the back side there's nothing left. It's all gone. So that is really cool. I love it. I have never heard of Koji Suzuki, and the actual title of this book is S. That's the title of the book. I didn't notice, even though there's a giant S on the front cover. I didn't know what the title was. 21 years after the legendary bestseller Ring, which spawned blockbuster films on both sides of the Pacific, and 13 years after Birthday, the seeming last word on iconic villain Sadako and her containment, internationally acclaimed master of horror and Shirley Jackson Award winner Koji Suzuki makes his much-awaited return to the famed trilogy's mind-blowing story world with a new novel, S. Okay. This is the guy who wrote The Ring. I love The Ring. I'm so freaking excited for this. Wow. Amazing. Yay! Has much awaited return to the famed trilogy's mind-blowing story world with the new novel S. Is this part of a series? I don't know. Let me look it up, because if it's part of a series, I don't want to start with that book. I want to get the whole thing first. So let's look it up. Alright, I just looked it up on Goodreads. This is number 5 of The Ring. So, here's the deal. If you have read The Ring, let me know down below whether or not it needs to be read in order, because this is the 5th book, and I don't know any of the other ones. I have seen the movies, so does it... And I've watched both. I've watched the Japanese versions and the American versions. Obviously, the Japanese versions are better because the tone is better. I like it being more mystical and creepy than like their slasher kind of things. Yeah, so let me know down below if it's necessary to read it in order, or if I could just pick this up and know immediately what's going on, because I get the background of the whole Ring and why the girl is vengeful. No, not avenge. Why the girl is vengeful, so I understand all that bit. So let me know down below. Thank you. The next thing in the box is whatever's in this plastic wrap. How do I open it? Oh, here it is. A lot of plastic. Whoop. Oh, a lot of plastic things, you know, have that little flap. So I was looking for the flap. All right. And in here is another, why do words always escape me when I need them the most? Like a bandana? This one says, Mongrels, Stephen Graham Jones. Is Mongrels is that the title of a book or something? I know who Stephen Graham Jones is. Yeah. I don't know. Let me know down below. I do have my Gunslinger one that I really like. I may give this away in a giveaway just because these are so tiny. Like, I couldn't use them physically like as a scarf. To me, this is more decorative, like you would pin it to your wall or something, and I'm old now. I don't have a man cave or a woman cave to like tack these up on a wall. I don't have a office or a library room. So these things would just sit around and not be used, and I want to be able to share these with someone who would really want them. So I'm going to fold it up. If I can stick it back in that plastic bag, I will. But yeah, let me know if you know what mongrels is. All right, and the very last thing, which I always love, are the prints. And this one is a man. He's in some kind of room and there's flies or bees near him. He looks like they are going into his body, and he does look mostly dead. Mostly? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look this one up because I don't know what it is. All right, those were everything. That was everything that was in the box. Let me know down below what your favorite item of the box was. And I'm going to read the card and put everything back inside. So the first thing we have is the new release. And the new release was S by Koji Suzuki. So, oh, there we go. This was the new release. I'm very excited to read the original books that created. I think the books came first, right? And then the movies afterwards. I'll need to look that up. But if you know right away, let me know down below. So that is our first item. The second item is another classic from the Valancourt books. So yes, this is a classic. I said that because the authors that blurbed on here are really old now, or dead. I don't know. It says that was recommended by so many people around the world that we felt compelled to finally pick it up, and we are so glad we did. So yeah, you know, it kind of even looks like Regan. Do you think so? I mean, maybe that's why well, William Peter Blatty liked it. It says on the back side that it's an atmospheric, haunting ghost story from 1984. A slow burn horror novel that will keep readers in suspense until its chilling conclusion. Ooh, I like that. All right, the next thing we have is the pin, which is Jeff at Exhumed Visions. Though we had no real reference to the image and no overly descriptive prose, Jeff created what was in my head. This is the This is the World War I soldier in his most terrifying form in Summer of Night. I totally had it upside down that whole time. All right, so I do own this book, and once I've read it, I will know what this pin stands for. Looking forward to that. I get really excited about these boxes because it makes me want to pick up the books on my shelves that I already own, because I have so many horror books and they have a lot of items that relate to them, so that makes me excited. All right, the next thing we have is the shirt from The Amity Horror by Jay Anson. Yeah, so we have that. And then this is, the print is from Nick Cutter's The Deep. Damn it. I own that book. I haven't read it yet. Yes, I will pick it up. It says here, get on it. It says, if you've read it, then you should recognize the bees. If not, get on it. They were bees, and yes, I know. I have both The Deep and The Troops by Nick Cutter. I do need to pick them up, and I will this year, because this whole year is Year of Horror. So there's that one. And the last thing we have is the bandana, which says it's we also felt compelled to include a second wearable of sorts, a bandana from Stephen Graham Jones' Mongrels. We really enjoyed the different aspect of this story, and being a native descendant, I've heard similar tales. Oh, okay. I've never read the book, and I don't own it. So yeah, again, I will be giving this one away. And the very, very last thing here is the glass. This is a Scott Smith's The Ruins. Trust me, if you haven't read it yet, give it a go. Don't base anything on the subpar movie. The book is killer. Okay, Perfect. So I will definitely be putting this in the dishwasher right now. By the way, this is an extremely heavy glass. Like some glasses you buy, they're lightweight, you know, they feel like they would break immediately if you knocked it against a table or something. This is very much like a tumbler. Like this is very heavy. The bottom is very sturdy. So that's exciting. All right. I am happy with the box. Again, I will be giving away the bandana, but I'm looking forward to the books very, very much. And I like everything else. You know, I use all of my Nocturnal Readers Box shirts as pajamas. You can never have too many pajamas. I like being able to wear big t-shirts when I work out or when I sleep. So there's that. I put it back in the plastic. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this box. Again, for the millionth time, if you have been interested in this horror subscription box, you can get 15% off of your order. I will leave the link down below. It is $35 a month, $8 shipping and handling. They just created a new shipping, what's it called? Like there's the normal shipping and then you can choose like fast shipping if you want to. It'll be a lot more pricier for that. You can get this box international. There is steps involved to do that. Of course, it's going to be more expensive because it's shipping across seas, but it's definitely worth it. I mean, if you enjoy adult horror, and if you think about it, it's $35. 2 adult books are going to be about $35, and if you include the really cool pins and the really cool prints that you get every month, plus any of the items that are in the box, it's not candles and it's not little trinkets that will just be sitting on your shelves. Like it's actual things that you can use and wear, and I really enjoy that because the last horror boxes that I've received in the past, horror block box, loot crates, those kinds of things, there was a lot of little trinkets. And again, I don't have an office to display all these trinkets, but glasses, I can use glasses and I use their mugs every day. And those pins, I stick them all on my traveling backpack that I use when I go to the zoo and hiking and everything. And these prints, if you haven't noticed, I display them all over my room. So the box is expensive, but well worth the money. And that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!